As they review our profiles, I pray that God gives them the wisdom to see more than balancing the boat.
I have no desire to contradict people who are pursuing their goals. That is their goal. But for me, I'm looking at something bigger. But I want you to know my honest opinion. I think many people see the PLU leader as the rising sun, and they see the chairman of NRM as a setting sun. And naturally, people want to gravitate towards the rising sun. But they forget that it's the same sun which sets, which also rises. There are no two suns. How many suns do we have? It is one. This same Njuba, the Jagoloba. Then it comes back. Now the rushing around, you see, what you are right actually to call it drama, because it is dramatic. When somebody says one thing today, then says the exact opposite with the same conviction. How can you not call that drama? So people want to be right. Every member of the political class is struggling to be right. You know, there was once a man who reached a village and he found a board. And on the board, there were circles written with the center, which we call the bull's eye. And there were arrows in the center, meaning that somebody with a very good marksmanship had hit the arrows in the bull's eye. So he asked someone, who is this good marksman who cannot miss? And then they said, it is the village fool. Say, bring him to me. So he asked the village fool when he arrived, you are such a good marksman. How do you manage to hit the center of the circle? And the village fool said, it is very simple. I first shoot the arrows, then I draw the circle afterwards. I think that's what is happening in Uganda. Nobody wants to be wrong. So, in order not to be wrong, you don't take any risks. You support everybody. So, in a country where people believe that the chairman of the PLU is the rising sun, it is a politics of positioning. But that shouldn't surprise you. Like now, people would want to be close to Prince Semakokiro because they calculate that, you know, future is going to be the future king. So if you want to be Katikiro, maybe you start, if you want your son to be Katikiro, you make sure they become friends. This is natural. I understand that as a political philosopher. So that is why that village in Mukono has now become the most famous place for political pilgrimage. It's called Shombo. And there's nothing wrong with that. I speak to the chairman of the PLU, and we enjoy mutual respect.
As they review our profiles, I pray that God gives them the wisdom to see more than balancing the boat, to see capability, to see competence, to see skills, and vote for that. And I have no doubt in my mind that the members of SEC, of NRM Central Executive Committee, are people with impeccable character, people who are of high integrity, they are incorruptible, they are people who will look at the future of this country They know the role of a member of parliament. They know the role of parliament in socio-economic transformation of any country. I believe they should be able to provide leadership. I don't think that SEC is at any crossroad. I think SEC is going to get opportunity to come up with the best qualified, best competent, best suitable candidate for the position of Deputy Speaker. And if SEC is looking for competence, skills and experience, I think I have all. Leave alone the education part. I think I have all. And integrity. If we all are educated, if we all are competent, what about the issue of integrity, the credibility, the reliability, the dependability? Now, SEC should not look at the sentiments that are going on. I want to appeal to the conscience of SEC and the NRM caucus to look at me as OBOTH, look at my profile, look at me whether I'm competent, I'm reliable, do I have integrity? I've chaired several committees in Parliament, and the record speaks for itself. So I am very confident that SEC will not ignore the wealth of knowledge and experience that I have. But should it be that they don't like the competence, which I doubt, I will not go against SEC decision. I am a very loyal person, and I'll just be a humble member of Parliament, and that's the greatest service to my people. That's what they elected me to do. But yeah, I will not fight anybody. I will not threaten that I will stand as independent. No, I will not do so, because I believe that floor 5 in Parliament, the office of Deputy Speaker, will be for OBOTH. And I pray it becomes so. Not for any self-aggrandizement. I think just to be given opportunity to add a brick in the nation building, given an opportunity to bring sanity back to that Parliament. I have witnessed the Speaker and Deputy Speaker having issues. As Chairman, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, no any other member of Parliament or contestant knows the dealings, the transactions, the businesses of Parliament, the affairs of Parliament than me, except for the current outgoing, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. I think I have been there, even for them, largely. When there is any conflict, I've been there.